Let's see what we're against this game. So reveal our Gigantha. Opening hand has no land, so that's an easy easy ship. Well, it's better than the first hand. 3 lands, 3 spells is fine. We'll go ahead and keep. What do we put back? Probably the Stomping Ground, I think. Yeah. So we've got we'll go Grixis into Temple Garden. Obviously we are on the draw, which helps us with our mulligan a little bit. Yeah, we'll go ahead, Flooded Strand, and I guess we can pass the turn back for now. There's no reason to fetch just yet. Okay, opponent goes and gets a Triumph, a Jeskai one. Are they just passing the turn back? Wow, okay. Not a lot of interaction going on here. Where is it? Yeah, I think we want Grixis to go with our Temple Garden. Do we need to play around like anything in particular for turn 3? Like they could be rhinos, I guess. We can't really just not do anything. This is the problem with this deck with all the turn 3 combo decks. Like rhinos, for example. It's really hard because you want to tap out and play your thing on turn 2. But if your opponent's on the play, that means they can just go, oh, okay, they're just going to binding it. That's fine. That's absolutely fine because later on we can just binding their binding and get our creature back, and we can do that at instant speed. So it kind of like lets us attack out of nowhere. Steam Vents? Sure. They're just going to slam our rhinos here. What? So it's domain. Look at the top X cards of your deck, which is 5 because they've got domain, I assume. X, yeah, and then put up to 2 of them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard, and you lose to life. Okay, alright. If they have any way to make use of their graveyard, this could be pretty scary. Okay, so this is a creativity deck, probably, that I've not seen before. Well, obviously I've seen creativity, but I've not seen it play this many of these, or any of these, in fact. Stubborn Denial is great. So what do we need to do? We could just go Windswept Heath and pass, I think. Seems like a good option. I assume they're creativity. The other option is that they're Reanimator, and that's how they get this in the bin, but that seems like a dodgy way to get stuff in the bin. Blood Crypt, sure. 2 mana, Persist. Shit. Looks like we're going to have to remand it. They'll cast it again, and then we fetch a Breeding Pool and Stubborn Denial it. They're going to play around Stubborn Denial? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Oh fuck, we should have ended the turn. Got something for this. I guess maybe we want to keep it for the Archon. Probably not. So what we're going to do here, go ahead, fetch, shock, green. No, we want to fetch here. Go get a Breeding Pool, I think. Pay the 2. And then use what? These 2. So we go green and red. We keep up Stubborn Denial, but we also can keep up Leyline Binding as well. Are they going to counter this? Ice. Fuck. Okay. Could have played around that annoyingly. Obviously we can stop and denial this, but that doesn't achieve much because our land is still tapped, you know? Yep, completely missed that. I guess we go... I don't even want to counter it, do I? Maybe we do counter it just so that we can... just so they don't draw the card. No, I don't think we do. Sure. I guess we just play the cat. Because then we can sack... Yeah, if we play the cat, we can sack it, and we don't really care about sacking the cat. And then we've got binding to get rid of the creature, bolt to go face. We can hit them for 8. Oh, they got a binding first. Oh, God. Sure. Okay, so now they bring us back. We have to sack the Kavu. We also have to discard a card, which I think is going to be... Do we go Stubborn Denial or Bolt? No, I think we have to go Bolt at this point. Okay, so it's untap. What do we got? Dromoka's Command. Okay, that can work. So now we can go Binding. If they try and counter it, we can go Dromoka's Command, sack an enchantment. Oh, we can't because they'll sack this one. How do we play this? We can just Binding their creature. I was hoping to use Dromoka's Command to fight it. Actually, no, because we don't want it in the graveyard anyway, do we? Okay. So let's go white, Binding, get rid of the Archon. It does have an ETB, which is frustrating, because then if they can remove our Binding, it gets a bit sticky for us. We're also very, very limited on white mana at the moment. So this drum com is going to be hard to use. Oh my god, they're a creativity reanimator deck. Holy shit. Are they just going to creativity here? So they're going to whack us for 1 down to 8. Sure. Yeah, I think that is going to be game. Really well played by our opponent there. We completely fucked up. Oh, I completely fucked up on a few instances there, but that's okay. We've got 2 more chances to make this right. So we want the Ramans, I think. We do want the Rest in Peace. We want the Veil of Summer. Do we want the Dromoka's Command for the ley lines? I don't think so. Probably not. It seems like a bad way to get rid of a ley line. It's very intense on our mana as well. What do we not want? I'm not even sure we want Rest in Peace. I guess it stops the reanimator side of things. We need our early threats. We don't... Do we care for Bolt? Bolt's a really tricky one because... Fuck, I didn't just submit, did I? Okay, I don't know if I'll be using this video because it's gone horrendously. You want a dice roll? Would you like to play first? Yeah. But this is being completely fucked up. We're supposed to take out the Tribal Flames there. To be fair, this hand is great. We've got a Draco, we've got Stubborn Denial and Remand. We'll keep. Creativity seems to be everywhere at the moment. For good reason, it's a strong deck. So we'll go ahead, play, which one is this? Mardu, and then we can get a Breeding Pool with our Heath. And then we are basically just going to try and tempo them out, or like, yeah, tempo them out with Counter Magic, Remand, and hope that we can just get underneath them. Bolt's not the best draw. Bolt is not ideal in this matchup unless you kill their dwarf in response to a creativity, so it's quite limited. But you do need it as an option. Our opponent is, I assume, just getting a Triome here. Sure. To be fair, we do have 11 points of damage in hand. So if they can't Binding it this turn, which it looks like they are about to. Oh, they're not. Renin 6. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So they're probably just going to be using Renin 6 to get all their lands back. I don't think they're ever going to be able to mine us and kill something unless we draw a Ragavan. Drawing that extra land was absolutely perfect. I'm not even going to bother with Renin 6, I don't think. We can hit our opponent for 4 down to 12, and then we should be able to kill them out pretty quickly after that. Yeah, we're just going to go straight for the dome. Anything our opponent tries to do, we can Stubborn Denial, and then if that doesn't work, we can Remand or Bulk stuff. Frustratingly, this Arid Mazer does not get a blue source, I think, because we don't run a Steam Vents or a Hallowed Fountain. Sure, you can get your time back. Alright, let's start off with a fetch. Let's just go get another blue source because we need our blue at this point. And end of turn, we are just going to bolt them. They are going to fetch in response. What are you up to? Black. For... What are you paying 3 mana for? Command. Destroy target artifact. Add draw 2, discard 2. Yeah, I would rather not have to deal with that. Alright then, that was a quick game too. This time we're actually going to sideboard correctly. And I think we take out Ragavan. That seems awful, but is that just the best option? No, it can't be. It can't be the right option to take out Ragavan. What do we not want? As much as it looked really good there, I don't think we want Tribal Flames. And I think we only want one Rest in Peace, maybe? It only stops half of their deck. Yeah, we're going to go like that. And see how it goes. Obviously our opponent is now on the play, which makes things significantly trickier. What have we got? Yeah, this hand looks great. We are very scared of a Renin 6 on turn 2 because our Ragavan will die. But what we can do is go Sacred Foundry into Breeding Pool. It's probably going to be one of the best options here. But I don't know if we need to play around this Ragavan getting killed by Renin 6. Really don't want to have to play around it. So what are the options? We can play a Triome, which means our turn 2 and turn 3 we're going to have access to all of our mana. or we can play a Ragavan and just really hope they don't have Fire and Ice or Ren. I think you just have to try it, right? I kind of want to just check what our land base is. So what can we get? Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Breeding Pool. Okay, there's a Sacred Foundry, so yeah, this is fine. So we'll go ahead, use this one. Where is it? Sacred Foundry. We'll pay the 2. We'll play Ragavan and just really hope they do not have a Ren in 6. If they have a Ren in 6, this sucks obviously. But if they don't, this could pay off really well because it allows you to get ahead on mana quite nicely. Opponent leads off with a Triumph. That's absolutely fine. They shock. They pass? Okay, sweet. Our Ragavan survives. So I think we just go Windswept Heath. We can get a Breeding Pool. We've got our black for the Triumph next turn. Actually, we'll see what we hit with Ragavan if he even hits. Dress down. Do we just remand it? Then our Ragavan still hits. We still get the token. And we waste their mana. No, I think that's fine just to let it happen. You dress down. We still hit you for 2. And then we can just play a Brawler. So if we go Breeding Pool, Shock, tap those 2. Now we have the 4/3. Well, at least we will do next turn. Yeah, Dress Down is really good against Kavu. If people have not seen this before, so this makes a creature all creatures lose all abilities. Territorial Kavu's power and toughness is equal to the basic land types that you control, so domain. That's considered an ability. So as soon as it loses that ability, it no longer has no power or toughness. So that kills a Kavu and then draws them a card. Crazy good. What do we want to do here? I think we just play the Draco, keep up. Oh, let's attack first. So our opponent missed their land drop. So this should just be fairly easy from now on. If our opponent is struggling to hit their lands, and I'd really like to reveal a land here just because it's funny. A Ren in 6, sure. Did we just play the Ren in 6? I don't think so. Let's go play the mate. Our opponent just conceded. That's very reasonable. I was going to go get the... oh shit, we couldn't have got a black source with that. So we would have played the Brawler and kept up Remand. But yeah, obviously game 3 was really shit that our opponent just didn't get to hit their land drops, but I don't know, if they had a Ren in 6 that game would have been completely different, but fortunately for us they didn't. Thanks for watching guys. Obviously this will be a quick one. I think like what, 18 minutes so far on the clock, so a really short video. If you guys want to see more content, more modern, burn, zoo, anything on arena, pretty much any sort of magic that's generally quite aggressive, feel free to subscribe. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. That makes a big difference for small content creators. Thanks for watching guys, and peace.